So, we obviously have a clear winner, but let's look at story anyway. Like I said before, this movie was intended to be another adaptation of the novel, independent of the '71 film. And there's actually quite a bit that's more faithful to Dahl's original novel. For example, Grandpa Joe actually looks and acts a lot older in this version. Plus, when the Oompa Loompas sing their songs in the factory, they are actually singing the words that Roald Dahl wrote in his book.
Augustus Gloop, the great bakery nincompoop.
But there are a number of deviations as well. First of all, they decided to make Grandpa Joe a former employee of Wonka's, explaining why he knows so much about Wonka and his factory, which is a nice little connection. But the biggest difference by far is that they gave Wonka a backstory, showing flashbacks to his original candy shop, his visit to Loompa Land, and most importantly, his childhood, showing him the life that led him to becoming a candy maker. Wonka pretty much becomes the central character in this narrative, as Charlie forces him again and again to relive his childhood.
These flashbacks happen often?
Increasingly. Today.
And there are a number of problems with this. First off, as we've already established, Wonka is not a likable character. He's rude and awkward with very few redeemable qualities. So why would you make someone like that your central character? Second, this sacrifices the character development that we might have gotten from Charlie. Though his character development is negligible in the book, it's pretty much non-existent in the movie. In fact, the last scenes show us that Charlie's family doesn't even need Wonka's offer of factory ownership. Their lives improve independently of Wonka. They would have improved whether they visited the factory or not, which kind of makes the factory visit just one long digression. Third, even though he's given a backstory, even Wonka's character isn't developed that well. He has this estrangement from his father and they're reunited, but honestly, Wonka doesn't learn anything or grow in any way. I guess you could argue that he learns that his father really loves him, but look, he's not even the one looking at the newspaper articles that tell us this. Look, guys, if you want to make the story about Wonka, that's fine. But you have to do it right. You have to make Wonka into a character that we can relate to and feel sorry for, and you have to actually develop him. You can't just throw some random backstory at us and hope that it all fits together. The book may not have been brilliant in the character development department, but at least it was consistent and fit together well. Despite assurances that this movie wasn't going to be related to the 1971 movie, I think it was trying so hard not to be the 1971 movie that it forgot to tell a compelling and coherent story. The 1971 movie blew the book out of the water. In this case, the opposite is true. It really shouldn't surprise you at all, but the book is clearly the superior story here. Alright, so we've covered the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movies. Our next Books vs. Movies review will be our 10th one, so you can be sure we'll be reviewing something special. See you then.